It all began in the heart of a volcanic wasteland. Molten lava bubbling, ash swirling, the air thick with heat and danger. The sky glowed a deep, angry red, and the ground trembled with every distant rumble. This was a place where only the bravest dared to tread, a land forged by fire and chaos. Through the chaos, a lone figure appeared, a heroic dog, black cape flowing, eyes locked on his nemesis, the fiery cat. The cat's fur shimmered with embers, its eyes burning with challenge. In that moment, the world seemed to shrink to just the two of us, rivals destined to clash. With a mighty leap, I charged through fire and smoke, my heart pounding with courage and fear. The heat singed my fur, but I pressed on, driven by a sense of duty and destiny. Claws and flames flew as we clashed in a storm of slow-motion fury. Sparks danced in the air, and every strike echoed across the wasteland. It was a battle of wills, each of us refusing to back down. Every move, every dodge, every bite, the world seemed to hold its breath. Time slowed, and the only sound was the crackle of fire and the thud of paws on scorched earth. Lava erupted, the ground split, but I pushed forward, determined, unstoppable. The earth itself seemed to challenge me, but I would not yield. At last, with one final explosive tackle, I sent the fiery cat tumbling into the abyss. The roar of victory echoed through the wasteland, and for a moment peace returned. Victorious, I raced home, cape trailing behind me, the city bursting with cheers. People and animals alike lined the streets, their voices rising in celebration. I felt the warmth of their gratitude, and for the first time, I truly understood what it meant to be a hero. Fireworks lit the sky, and in that moment, I was more than a hero. I was a legend. The city sparkled beneath me, and hope soared higher than ever before. But then, from the darkness, a monstrous roar shattered the celebration. The cheers faded, replaced by fear and uncertainty. A Godzilla-sized beast, towering and furious, emerged from the Smoky Mountains. Its eyes glowed with rage, and its footsteps shook the very foundations of the city. The earth trembled beneath its steps, buildings rattled, and the sky darkened as the monster drew near. I stood my ground, heart pounding as the ultimate showdown began. Fangs against thunderous claws, speed against brute strength. The fate of the city hung in the balance, and I knew I could not fail. I fought with everything I had, but the monster was too much. Its power was overwhelming, and every blow sent me reeling. The city fell silent as I was defeated, battered and beaten, forced into exile among the jagged peaks. My spirit was crushed, but deep inside, a spark of hope remained. But true legends never give up. Even in the darkest moments, heroes find the strength to rise again. I trained, rebuilt, rose stronger, forged new armor, and gathered allies. Day after day, I pushed myself beyond my limits, learning from my failures and growing wiser with every challenge. The mountains echoed with my resolve. My determination became legend among those who watched from afar. Months later, I returned, eyes glowing, spirit blazing, surrounded by friends. The final battle erupted, fiercer and more epic than ever before. Lightning crackled, the ground shook, and fire lit up the sky. The city watched, breathless, as the forces of good and evil collided once more. I unleashed every ounce of power I had. My allies fought bravely by my side, and together, we turned the tide. In a storm of fury and hope, I brought the monster to its knees. The city's hope was rekindled, and the darkness began to fade. The city erupted in joy as I stood tall, cape soaring, triumphant. The cheers were louder than ever, and I knew I had become more than just a hero. This is my story. This is how legends are born. Through fire, defeat, and triumph, I became a symbol of hope for all.